If you are here, then you must be seeking a way to import your data into tables in Postgres. This should hopefully be a short video, so hopefully you guys already have Postgres installed. I'm using pgadmin to do this video, and I'm also on a Mac operating system. You can always set up your database and your schema within your database before you dive into this. However, it is not necessary, and this video will solely focus on importing your data into tables. If you need help setting up, Postgres and pgadmin, there are tons and tons of videos out there. I encourage you to go look, but this video will just talk about how do we import the data from a CSV file into our tables in Postgres. So first off, I did create a schema here. Like I mentioned before, it's not completely necessary to do so, but you can. I'm first going to right click on my schema. If you don't set one up, you'll see here it's public, and so you can do the same thing there. Actually, I guess for demonstration purposes, I will do it there. So I right click on the public schema here. I'm then going to pick query tool. Cool, now we see this thing called query editor. Let me get out of this a little bit. Okay, cool. We're then going to, and I already have the query written out here. We're then going to query a create table query. This was already written earlier, just so this video can not take up too much time. But yeah, you're going to basically write create table, the name of your table, open parentheses with essentially all of the column names and all of their data types. And then close parentheses, semicolon. Cool. We're going to go ahead and hit the execute button. So the query returned successfully. We want to look at the data output. Well, I guess it won't be there just yet. Okay, cool. So now that we've done that within the schema, we are then going to go to our tables. We're going to do right click. First, let's do a refresh, and then let's do a right click and a create table. Cool. We're going to name this table workspace collaborators, or maybe I'll just put workspace collabs. Now let's not be lazy. I'll put the whole thing, workspace collaborators. Tours test. Cool. And then we're going to come over here to columns, and we're going to inherit it from basically that query that we just ran. And it was in the public schema, so we're going to inherit it from there. Of course, it might be a best practice to do all that we did in the schema that you create rather than the public one. But yeah, cool. So just checking here, the data type's correct from this query that we put together, and the names of the columns are correct as well. Go ahead and hit save. Awesome. So once you do that, I see it popped up here, and it is now here. But if we look at it, we can go to view and edit data for all rows. We can see, okay, cool, all of our columns are there successfully, but there's no data in them. So how do we rectify that? You're going to go ahead and come here, right click, go to import/export. We're going to be importing data, so go ahead and switch to import. And then we're going to come to the file name where you're going to go to whatever CSV file data you're wanting to import here, workspace collaborators. We're going to select that. Come down here. I would like our the delimitator to be a comma. And then this looks good. Let's turn on headers as well. Okay, cool. Now you're going to see a message pop up here. Successfully complete. Awesome. We're going to come here and I'm going to refresh it. I'm also going to go here and I'm going to run this select all statement just to see that it is correct. So that's pretty much it. That is how you, in a nutshell, import your CSV file into a table.